How's it going, everyone? Cpt.AirWolf here. Today's tutorial we're going to be talking about taking off. I've chosen the full simulator controls so that we can look at all facets of the takeoff procedure. And well, pretty much if you can take off in this mode, you'll be able to do it in any mode anyway. So I am using a Warthog controller as well as a little application you can download online called FaceTrack No-IR. Just gotten a hang of this system, and you'll notice that the camera's a little bit shaky because I haven't really found the best settings for the curves yet. I'll probably make another tutorial later on how to set that up. Basically all you need is a webcam, so it's a great little application. Alright, so we're going to start our engine here. I've got my flaps set to take off. In a moment here I'm going to be increasing my RPM to takeoff speed of 3000 RPM, which will be about 85% throttle if you look in the top left corner. As soon as I do that, my airplane's going to start rolling down this runway. Now obviously on this runway here I've got a nice wide runway, so it's going to be really forgiving, but my goal here is going to be to try and keep it as straight as I possibly can going down the runway. And I'm going to do this with rudder, but also a tiny bit of aileron as well. Because keep in mind, as you're going to be gaining airspeed, those wings are going to be generating a little bit of lift, and the airplane is going to want to start to roll a tad as well. And I'm basing this entirely off of the P-51's takeoff checklist. So depending on the aircraft that you're flying, maybe they'll just tell you to put in some rudder and that'll be it. But for the P-51, they recommend a little bit of aileron and rudder to keep the airplane as straight as you possibly can down the runway. The airplane will actually lift off the ground on its own. So all I need to worry about is keeping it straight. A lot of mistake that people make when they're taking off an airplane is they try and rotate, which is basically pitch up on the aircraft before they've generated enough airspeed. You don't want to do this because if you lift off too soon, you'll stall those wings, you'll stall the aircraft, and then you're screwed at that point because it's going to be really hard for you to recover from it again. On a soft field takeoff, it would be a little bit different, but in this case here we're on a hard surface, so we're just going to take off normally. Once I've taken off and I'm in the air, then what I do is I pitch my aircraft up to maintain a particular airspeed, and that'll begin the climb out. Once I'm over 200 feet AGL, above ground level, then I'll raise my flaps up, and I don't want to do it too soon because you have to remember that those flaps are generating some lift, and even more so when you're in ground effect. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm at a safe altitude before I raise those flaps. So here we go. I'm going to start increasing my throttle and then manage on keeping my aircraft straight. And I'm going to do this very smoothly. If I go too quickly with this throttle, I'm going to nose over. Don't want to go too fast here because I want to make sure that that nose stays nice and firmly on the ground. So I'm actually going to let the plane just start to roll here even before putting in more. And that allows me to find out when I need to start putting some rudder, because the rudder will only become effective once there's enough airflow over it. So now I seem to have rudder control. I'll start to slowly increase my throttle some more, staying as straight as I possibly can. I'll bring it up to rest of the 85%. A little bit fast there, but that's fine. Now I'm producing lift. I'm actually in the air right now, so I'm going to start using aileron as well to level my plane out. And at this point, basically I just climb out, maintaining the same airspeed. I want to monitor that airspeed very carefully though, because if I start to bleed off airspeed, like right there, that means I'm climbing too steep. So you want to try and climb. Now I'm way over 200 feet AGL here, so I can bring my flaps up safely. And there you go. That's how you take off on full reel settings. You follow those same procedures in arcade or any other mode for that matter, and you'll have no trouble whatsoever. If you have any comments or questions, please post them in the video link below, and look forward to doing my best to answer those for you guys. Thanks for watching.